Tonight, an angel brushes the edge of your awareness like a soft hand on the back of your neck. It does not demand. It does not scold. It only reminds. It leans close and shows you in patient gestures how a mind that has been sharp with worry can learn, slowly and kindly, to rest. There was once a person named Sammy who carried a house of storms inside him. Each worry was a room with a door that would not stay closed. There were nights when the thoughts rolled like thunder, when every small problem grew into a mountain. Sammy tried to fix the house by pushing harder, by moving faster, by saying bigger words. It did not help. Speed made the mind run faster. Doing more filled the rooms with noise. One smaller, quieter morning, when the city outside was still half asleep, Sammy woke with a tight chest and a list of things that needed fixing. He rose, the list folded into his pockets like stones, when he sat on the edge of his bed. A gentle presence sat with him in the light. It wore no uniform. It had no loud voice. It simply showed him how to come home to the breath. The angels taught that the breath is the oldest friend we have. It is always with us. When the mind storms, the breath is the anchor. The angel did not begin with fixed rules. Instead, it began with a story about a garden. The garden had been left to grow wild. Thorns had taken root next to the parsley. The gardener, exhausted from trying to cut every weed at once, learned to plant one herb at a time and to water the ground with patience. Over months, the garden changed. It did not become perfect, but it became a place where footsteps could find a path. Calm grows like that, the angel said. It grows in small tending. Sammy learned to practice small things in ordinary moments. The angel's first teaching was simple. Pause and breathe. Not as a ritual of perfection, but as a habit. When the phone rings, breathe. When your hands reach for something sharp, breathe. When a memory knocks, breathe. Breathe like you are meeting a friend who has come a long way. The angel taught Sammy a rhythm. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, breathe out for 6. The longer out breath is like telling the nervous system it is safe to slow down. Do this a few times, and the world outside will still be noisy, but the room inside you will learn how to hold a little light. The angels often use images to teach, because the mind remembers pictures. They asked Sammy to imagine a smooth stone in his palm, cool and steady. Bring that image when the heart hurries and the mind runs. The stone need not be a perfect image. It only needs to be steady. When thoughts pull, the stone becomes a friendly weight that says, "Come here, remember the ground." Calm is not the absence of feeling. The angels are clear about that. Feelings will come like weather. There will be rain and heat and the sudden chill of loss. The angels showed Sammy that the work is not to stop the weather, but to be present with it. Name what you feel. Say it softly into the room. I am tired. I am afraid. I am angry. When you name a feeling aloud, it changes its shape. It stops being a shapeless storm and becomes a door you can open and walk through. One evening, Sammy sat in a crowded bus and felt anger surge when someone pushed past. He could have shouted, could have let the flame answer the flame. Instead, he felt the angels quiet there, a lantern held behind his ribs. He breathed. He named his anger. He let it move through him without breaking him. The other person did not change. That is not the point. The point is that calm lets you return to yourself when the world rages. The angels taught Sammy a small practice for panic, for the moments when the mind feels like a wild horse dragging you down a hill. Plant your feet. Name 5 things you can see. Name 4 things you can touch. Name 3 sounds. Name 2 smells. Name 1 taste. These steps, the angels said, are ropes thrown into the river that pull you to shore. They are practical and immediate. When the chest tightens and the breath flies, grounding with the senses returns you to a body that is real and present. Sammy learned that calm needs a friend called ritual. At the end of each day, he made a tiny ritual. Wash his face, plant his feet on the floor, breathe slowly 3 times, and say one small sentence to his own tired heart: I am here with you. The rituals do not banish the hard days. They simply create small doors that tell the body how to end one day and begin the next. Over time, the body listens to the pattern and learns to let go when the pattern asks it to. Grief taught Sammy something that simple lists could not teach. When a beloved neighbor died, the mind reached for answers it did not have. The angel did not offer quick cures. Angels do not pretend sorrow can be fixed with an exercise. They stayed. They sat with Sammy in the long shape of mourning. They offered him a place to put the heaviness, a place to sit with the sharpness of missing. They taught that sometimes calm arrives as a quiet companion in the middle of grief, not by denying the pain, but by holding it with tenderness. The angels encouraged Sammy to build boundaries. For years, he had given too much, shaped himself into answers for others. Calm is not about being soft for everyone. It is about protecting the garden so it can be tended. Saying no is an act of compassion for yourself. When you say no, you are planting a fence that tells your mind it has a place to rest. The angels taught Sammy to say no kindly and simply, without long apologies that drain him of breath. The mind craves story, and the angels know this well. If you tell your mind that you are always anxious, it will behave as if that were the only story. So the angels asked Sammy to tell a new story each morning. Not a long story, just a small sentence whispered into the first quiet cup of tea. Today I will meet the day with calm. The words are seeds. They do not change the weather instantly, but they gently alter the map of the mind. Repetition teaches the mind to expect a different path. Practice will be messy. The angel was honest with Sammy about that. Some mornings he would remember to breathe and to imagine the stone. Other mornings, the storm would wake before him and drag him into its business. The angel's voice was never a scold. It was steady. Begin again. The mind learns through kind repetition, not through punishment. Each time Sammy returned to breathing, he laid another brick down along the quiet path. Calm lets you choose action from a place of clarity rather than from a place of sharpness. When Sammy needed to speak up at work, when anger wanted to shape his words into weapons, he learned to breathe first and to speak from a softer place. The result was not that the other people always changed. It simply meant that Sammy's words landed with fewer stones and more bridges. Calm is not cowardice. Calm is a form of strength that knows when to stand and when to bend. The angels taught a practice for the mind that replays the past. When old memories return to ruin the present, Sammy learned to watch them like passing clouds. He noticed the memory, thanked it for its warning, and then asked himself what was true now. Sometimes the fear that came from the past needed to be listened to and honored. Sometimes it was a leftover echo that no longer matched the room. Asking this question, what is true now, brings the mind out of tangled loops. Sammy found help in small kindnesses. The angels invited him to choose 5 small mercies to give himself each week. Perhaps a warm cup of tea, perhaps a short walk in the sun, perhaps a song that remembers your name. These mercies are not grand. They are daily comforts that teach the mind to trust that care exists. When the mind learns it will be cared for, it loosens its tightness. Angels love soft images. They asked Sammy to imagine a willow tree beside a river. The willow bends but does not break. In times when life's winds are strong, be the willow. Bend. Let the wind pass through you without tearing you open. The image is not magic, but it is practical. When the wind comes, allow yourself to move rather than holding rigidly. Movement with grace is a kind of calm. When Sammy woke in the middle of the night with worry that would not quit, the angels taught him a simple bedtime practice. Lie down. Place a hand on your belly and one on your chest. Breathe into the belly so the lower hand rises more than the upper. Imagine each exhale like a small river carrying one worry away. Picture the worry folding into a little leaf that floats out of the window. Do this until sleep arrives or until the tightness eases. The angels like this practice because it is gentle and because it teaches the mind that night is a time to let go. Sometimes the calm must be helped by other people. When Sammy's mind was too loud for him to handle alone, the angels pointed to friends and guides who could help carry the lantern longer than they could. Asking for help is not failure. It is an act of wisdom. The angels do not want you to hold everything alone. They will stand by your side while you reach for human hands. Sammy learned about the power of small decisions. When the future looked big and scary, he asked one small question: what can I handle right now? If the worry is about bills, the next step is one phone call. If the worry is about a talk, the next step is one sentence. Action dissolves the fog because it moves the mind from spinning into doing. Angels celebrate small actions. They know the way through is often a single, careful step. The angels also taught him to speak to his inner critic with softness. The critic is loud and quick to shame. Instead of arguing, the angel asks Sammy to listen and then to answer with a softer voice. If the critic says, "You failed," Sammy might answer, "I tried and I will try again." The mind learns tone through what you repeat. A gentle answer over time changes the room inside. There will be times when others mistake your calm for coldness. Some will think stillness means you do not care. The angels taught Sammy to hold both things, his calm and his warmth. Calm allows you to be kind without being consumed. Calm lets you stay with someone who is hurting without taking on their pain. Calm does not mean you withdraw from love. It means you protect your capacity to love.